The real question is, how badly do y'all want to see if 375s can float? That's the real question. This is the dirtiest this truck has been since I made my first video, and I'm really tempted to just back it into the water over there. But this sand is really soft. I mean, I'm already sinking down into it just trying to back here. I moved some signs up there so I could drive back here. The road's closed off. Obviously there's I don't know if you can pick it up on the GoPro, there's a stop sign way back there where the river is, but when it rains a lot it floods up pretty good. And I'm really tempted to just back it out, see what happens. But there's no one here to save me if I get stuck or something. So maybe we'll have to come back and try again another day. What's up guys, how's it going? Back at it again. It's turning out to be a pretty nice day. It's pretty, I mean, kind of overcast. I don't know if you consider that a nice day. It's kind of cold. I do have a jacket on. It's like 60 degrees and I'm cold, but that's not the point of this video. A lot of you have been asking if I scrub, if I clear my 375s, how that works, how I'm able to do it. And today I'm going to tell you, in the spirit of having some fun, I have probably found the dirtiest little spot to film today. Nice muddy spot back here, and it's nice and it's nothing but water back here. Maybe I'll drive back into it a little bit and have some fun. I am cleaning the truck later, so why not? But it's a nice cool little spot right down the road from my house, so let's get into it. So just a little bit of a background for all of you that don't know, it is in my bio on Instagram, but just for the sake of the video, it is a 2014 Silverado. It has a McGaughy's or McGuffey's, however you want to pronounce it, adjustable 7 to 9 inch lift kit on it. It is adjustable, meaning the struts in the front. It is a 7-inch lift kit, but it is adjustable in the front to 9. I have it set at 9. No, I will show you my CV axle angles aren't terrible. None of my angles are bad. Everything rides just fine. For those of you that think it rides like crap, it actually rides a lot better than half the people's trucks I ride in. I do have an add-a leaf in the rear to kind of even it out. I didn't really want to go with the squat look. For whatever reason, with the new body style trucks, when you do the squat, it messed with my gas tank. I had a 6-inch rough country lift kit on the truck before this one, and it squatted, it was 6 in the front and I had 4-inch blocks in the back, and it messed with my gas tank. For whatever reason, I have no idea. And I was only able to fill up my gas tank to about 3/4 of a tank. So for that reason, I went with the add-a-leaf in the back. I did not want to squat it again. I didn't want to go with that look. Even though I really like the look, I'm always back and forth about it, just for performance reasons and mainly just because of the gas tank. That's the only reason I have not squatted this truck. But the main point of the video is if I can clear my 375s, that is the lift I have on it. The wheel and tire I have is a 375 45/22 Nitto Trail Grappler, which comes out to, whichever way you want to look at it, 35.5, 36, something like that, by 15 inches wide. I do have a 22/14 -76 offset Hostile Rage, the concaved Hostile. That's the wheel and tire that I'm running. I do have 1.5-inch spacers in the back, which that doesn't mess with the fitment up front. I don't have spacers in the front though. So all of the fitment and clearance is pure wheel and tire in the front. So just to clarify, I do scrub in the front. I did have to trim in the front. I'm going to show you where, and I do scrub. I can get about a full turn and a quarter out of the steering wheel, and I'm going to show you that as well. So let's go take it. When I turn real sharp, I do hit right here. When I hit that turn and a quarter, this side of the tire here starts to hit back here. I don't really ever hit the front at all because I have trimmed here and some on the inside. I use the Hacksaw mod or the SEMA Beaver, whichever you want to call it, has come and chopped off a little bit here. Not too bad though. Most people won't notice it, but just enough clearance. I do have cuts in the tires in some places. I've said that in a couple previous videos. I don't have it up here. I just rotated the tires so you can't see it, but that is where I scrub with my 375s. It is the same on the other side. I did have to trim some, and I do hit on the same point on the fender back here. I have people that I know that have the same truck, the same lift, the same tire, the same offset wheel, everything, and they don't scrub at all. So it really makes no sense to me. This design of the wheel well for these newer body style trucks really doesn't make any sense either. But just to answer the question, yes, I do scrub. If you get a 9-inch lift on your truck, it might not scrub. I have no way of knowing. So mine does. Other people's that have the same exact setup don't. It really makes no sense to me. But just to answer all the questions, yes, I do scrub. The only way I get around it is I just learned how to drive the truck without turning too far. And I just learn, actually here, look, so I have cuts in the tire here where you can see that it's been cut by this piece up here. So when I hit a bump and the suspension travels, it hits up there. It normally never hits up there, but it hits up there when the suspension travels and it starts to cut into the tire, which is why I don't really take it off-road very much. And it's also why I can't do a donut, because I can't turn sharp enough to do a donut. So that's part of my issue, but that's something I live with because it's the wheel and tire that I wanted. So if you're thinking about doing a similar setup, that's usually what people ask me about is, hey, does yours scrub? I'm thinking about doing something similar. Is that, you know, does it scrub? How do you get around it? Do your research, ask around, look at the lift, the different wheels, the offsets, everything you can. Do as much research as you can so you don't run into these issues. It's not an issue for me because I learned how to get around it, but just don't get caught in the same situation and you won't have the same issue. But this wasn't meant to be a long video, just to answer a couple questions. Yes, I do scrub. There are ways to get around it. I could have trimmed more. I can do the South California, the SoCal mod, North Cal mod, whichever one it is. Shoot me some flames in the comments for not knowing which one it is. That's okay. But it turned out pretty good. Just learn how to drive it without it.